Kia ora, I'm Shuri Kinnear and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. New Zealand has struck a free trade agreement with the EU after 4 years of negotiations. It'll see tariffs removed from 97% of New Zealand's current exports to the EU, equivalent to about $110 million per annum. Tariffs will be removed from most New Zealand goods, including kiwi fruit, wine, apples and manuka honey. Tariffs will remain in place for dairy and meat products, but quotas will increase. Prime Minister Zealand ARDERN says the EU is a tough negotiator and she's proud of the deal that's been reached.
Negotiating with the EU is hard. They have a history of being very guarded, very protectionist, and the areas that New Zealand wants access on are the very issues they seek to protect. We have a deal that represents $1.8 billion of export opportunities and access for markets that we previously did not have. This is significant.
And while she turned down an invitation to meet him in person, Zealand ARDERN has spoken with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy on the phone. Zelenskyy later tweeted he'd asked New Zealand to help with Ukraine's reconstruction after the war. He also thanked New Zealand for its support. The pair talked about further sanctions and bringing Russia to justice for starting the war. A COVID-19 modeller says the government's increased measures are a good move as we potentially head into a third wave. The government's reduced the amount of time someone who has had COVID is considered immune from reinfection from 3 months to 1 month. It's also providing child-sized masks to students in years 4 to 7 and keeping the country at the orange traffic light setting. Canterbury University's Michael Plank says the BA5 variant can reinfect people who have had COVID-19 more easily, and making sure symptomatic people test will be important in controlling the next wave. Meanwhile, COVID-19 Minister nzherald says more than just case numbers were taken into account when making the latest decisions.
The decisions we make around COVID. That is what the COVID protection framework and the law requires us to do. However, we know the health system is under wider pressure and we have to take that into account when we make decisions.
A new One Roof report suggests the house price gains of 2021 are being wiped out. The nationwide average property value has fallen 2.9% in the latest 3 months to just over $1 million, a $21,000 decrease. The Greater Wellington area was hardest hit by the market slowdown with an 8.3% dip, likely because it's had the biggest price surge last year, meaning the come-down's hitting harder. An independent inquiry into abuse at Auckland's DILWORTH school has been launched. From today, survivors past and present, their families and people who have information will be able to meet confidentially or provide a statement. It'll be chaired by Dame Sylvia Cartwright, with Frances Joychild QC serving as co-inquirer. The inquiry intends to provide a report to the school board before the end of the year. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.